Hey, what's up? So I know it's been a little bit since I made a video here. Got tied up with everything that's going on, so had a few battles along the way in the first run, but as I was running, everything started to get smoother. Everything started to get easier. Run into some complications towards the end of it. I had a plan to be gone 3 weeks and see what kind of money I could make with this, but it turned out I could only be gone 2. Ended up deadheading home to do some work on the truck. Had some failures, had some issues, but I have parts coming. Should be here today, hopefully, on the 16th. And then we'll get the truck back together and get running again. Made some pretty good prospects along the way. Got some good relationships with some companies that I hauled loads with, and out of all of them, I only had one issue with one company. Other than that, it was really good. I went from Odessa, Texas to Silver City, New Mexico, and then up to Phoenix, Arizona, and then over to Salt Lake City. Then I went from Salt Lake City to Roosevelt, Utah, where I was born and raised. Visited some family through the weekend. I took Saturday and Sunday, and I got to saddle a horse and went on a horse ride. We went and pushed 200 head of cows. All in all, it turned out really good. I turned around and left. I left Sunday morning, so I took Friday night. I took Friday, and I got to get my welding machine from up home. And after I got the welding machine, we went and welded on the trailer, fixed a few things that was not fixed right when the trailer was built. I wasn't very happy about it. Just basically the skins on the ramps were coming off. So we re-welded them down, me and my brother-in-law, but that's all taken care of now. I had to go to Butte, Montana. I run a pump up to a mine in Butte, Montana, and then I came down. The truck was pretty much loaded the whole time except for the deadhead home. And I wasn't happy about it, but it had to be done. I was going over the mountain in Colorado into Denver and lost a fan belt. Engine got hot. Well, I lost half the fan belt, so don't let me mislead you, but I lost half the fan belt. The engine got hot. We shut the truck down. I added some water to it. The coolant reservoir on the top of it, because of it getting hot and pressuring up, it cracked the top of the coolant reservoir. So I decided to get down, get a fan belt, get to Denver, get the tires unloaded, and then rather than keep running the truck while I was having issues, I decided to just go ahead and bring her home, do some work on it. And along the way, I seen a feller broke down. I pulled off the side of the road and checked on him, and he'd lost his fan belt. It's a brand new Dodge Cummins. I shouldn't say brand new. It was a 2015 model, I believe, 16 model. But he'd lost the fan belt in 40 miles north of Roswell, New Mexico, so we loaded him up on the trailer and I towed him to Roswell, New Mexico, dropped him off, and he got his truck fixed. So he messaged me and said everything was good and turned out good for him, helped him out. But yeah, that's where we're at today. Today we should be getting parts for the truck. Hopefully get it put back together, and the plan is to leave Monday. Everything went decent. Hopefully this next run will be much better. I lost an alternator out by Phoenix, Arizona. Just little things that I knew they was coming. You know, I knew I was gonna have issues. People driving around. I knew I was gonna have issues because, you know, I took a 1999 Ford F350 with a 7.3 Power Stroke and made a truck of it. We took a junkyard dog. Literally, that's what you could call it. A junkyard dog, tore it down, put it back together again. We had to change a cab. Just no info about the motor, no background on the truck. And I put darn near 10,000 miles on the truck. And all but the last, I would say the last 1,000 miles, I didn't have too many issues. I had to change an alternator, but I mean, you're going to have that. But all in all, she made more money than I spent, you know what I mean? So there is money to be made out there doing this, especially if you want to go in a little bit of debt and buy a newer truck. I didn't want that extra debt right now. We'll see what happens. I was already talking to my wife. You know, I told her that there's going to come a point to where this truck's going to shut down and it's going to be a motor and we won't, you know, something along, it's going to be a catastrophic failure is what it's going to be. So sometime along the way, we're going to end up picking up another truck and another trailer. TQL called me this morning. They're a transport company, they're a transport company. They called me this morning wanting me to haul a load not too far from where I'm at in Texas up to New Mexico, and unfortunately I had to turn it down, and I told them the reason why, and they were totally fine with that. I told them, you know, it's pretty important that I get this truck running back to 100% again before we put it on the road and have a catastrophic failure, and then I got to spend a lot of money getting another truck or fixing everything that's wrong with this one anyways. So that's where we're at. Hopefully everything goes right. We can make some good runs this next week, and I'll try to be a little better about making more videos. Try to get videos of some of the stuff I've hauled. We definitely had the truck loaded last time. We picked up a Mini X. We picked up a big pump. It was a 5x6 by 11, I believe, pump. That had to go to Butte, Montana. The Mini X had to go north of Salt Lake City. Picked up a little mini compactor that was just a little pallet size load compactor. It wasn't very big. We hauled that. We had drill collars coming out of Odessa going to New Mexico. So I mean, we hauled some pretty good loads. The truck was loaded for the most part. It stayed loaded. Hopefully this next run is just as good as that one, and we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. But definitely some issues along the way, and definitely made some money along the way, so we'll see. anyways, y'all stay safe. We'll be back in touch here. We'll get some videos made. I didn't get the 4th of July off, so we wasn't able to do me and my buddy wasn't able to do the things that we wanted to do. I ended up spending the 4th of July up in Utah with some friends and family. So hopefully things are set and I can make a trip back up there and see family again. But yeah. So anyways, we'll catch you guys later. Be safe.